Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We've made it to the end of another work week. And y'all, when I tell y'all, these last couple of weeks don't owe me anything. Not nothing. Good morning to Dreamy Jeannie Blue. Good morning to 185. Good morning, everybody. Y'all, believe it or not, my alarm went off this morning, and guess what? I felt like talking. So I was like, well, let me go ahead and get my iced coffee ready, which I have it here. I felt like talking. I really wasn't that sleepy, but y'all, I have to be honest. I went to bed early last night anyway. I watched Big Brother, and then after Big Brother, The Amazing Race came on. I watched that. Y'all, by the time The Amazing Race was on, I was so tired. Did y'all see my pickle margarita? The pickle margarita was pretty good, y'all. And I think because I'm not a hard liquor person, I think that's another reason too why I went to bed early. Because I had that pickle margarita at a restaurant. Then I had a couple of tequila shots. Good morning, room shaker. I had a couple of tequila shots too, which I haven't had in a long time, just shots. But overall, it was good. Also, I'm happy room shaker up in here. Y'all, so I started off my week over there at Room Shakers on Sunday. I never thought that I would be so engulfed in people watching, but Room Shaker has been documenting the ICE detention center in Illinois where there have been protests and stuff. The protests supposed to be peaceful protests, but then you got some people that will cause some bullshit. And Room Shaker been going over there faithfully every day. I'm really shocked. I'm shocked, but I'm impressed with her dedication. Cause I know I watched her stream at least for about 3 hours, maybe 3 to 4 hours Sunday evening because it was really fascinating to see everything that was going on. And then I noticed as I peeked into her stream throughout this week, she was still going there. But the one thing that I noticed in Room Shaker's stream from Sunday, y'all, so it's the people that are for ICE. Well, I wouldn't say that they for ICE. You got the people that's against ICE detaining people, but then you got some people that's just out there wanting to wave their American flag and show their patriotism. And it was a white man out there that Room Shaker was documenting who was out there with his American flag. Now, when I tuned in, I noticed that the flag was broken, like the pole was, only to find out that, the people had tried to jump on him the night before or the day before and ended up breaking his flag while he was out there peacefully protesting, talking about how he is a proud American citizen. Some of those folks came over there bothering him, pouring water on him and everything. And y'all, it really me watching this. Good morning, Raytrix. Good morning, Raytrix moderator. With me watching this, with Room Shaker documenting this, it kind of took my mind back to the civil rights movement. Just the fact that somebody would have the balls and the gall to go and try to post some water on somebody out there. It reminded me of how in the South back in the day for some of the protests, these motherfuckers would take out the water hose and spray you with a water hose. Um, but the one thing that I did notice is that once I saw the man get the water poured on him, then the man came to Room Shaker, asked Room Shaker to call 911 for him. 911 came out there to check on this man, y'all, but they parked all the way down the street and made the man walk to them in order to file the report. Then Room Shaker had to go over there and give some witness information to the police. I don't know. It's just a crazy situation. I'm just thinking, is this what Is this what America is about to look like all over? I haven't heard too much about a presence of ICE down here in Georgia or in Atlanta, but it seemed like they said that this stuff gonna be happening across the board. So if you're interested in real life current events, definitely check out Room Shaker. Because it was fascinating just to see them people acting up out there. Now, the reason why I entitled this live "The Uninvited," y'all. What I did peek in to see since I've been up this morning. Well, actually, I looked at some of this last night during the commercial breaks for my shows. But so it appears that although Lemon was uninvited to the vacation in Seattle, I guess now he's been invited. And so now he is saying that he is going, y'all. And I'm thinking to myself, if you ain't never seen pick me behavior before, now that's pick me behavior. How in the hell they don't plan this vacation thing, this vacation for like the last 2-3 months, and Lemon was not invited. They didn't want him around. They talked crazy about him. Done talked about his eyeball, his missing tooth, all of this. They don't talk all of this stuff about this man, but now a month before the vacation, then now they saying it's okay for him to go, and he actually okay with that. I'm like, now that's some real pick me activity. If they didn't want you involved or give you an invite whenever they first started planning the trip, then why would you be okay with just taking up the scraps and trying to go just because they said you could? Now, last night, Lemon and YouTube cameras bumped heads, y'all. It seemed like Lemon jumping on everybody around him. I mean, we saw him and Lady Nika have a little bit of a spar match last week. Now last night he met with YouTube cameras. YouTube cameras had to go live and cuss him out and drag him and Tulsa. It seemed like Lemon is finding fault in anybody that is sharing or supporting the person that he don't like. But meanwhile, he's decided to go to the vacation with these same people. I think it's weird. Then he over there in his drunken stupor talking about he want everybody on the vacation to keep that same energy. He said he want to show up. He said he ain't going there to fight. He said he just need 24 hours for him to do whatever he going there to do. But this is how I know that I think he full of shit. Because in one breath, he was saying that it would take him no time to drive to Seattle. And I'm thinking to myself, to drive from where you live, Sacramento, California, to Seattle, Washington, you gonna really drive it and then only stay 24 hours and then what, drive back? But then he turned around and said that he was gonna be getting a plane ticket. This is the reason why I don't I don't like reporting on this bull mess a lot of the time, y'all, because you never know what's true and what's not. The hell you gonna drive from Sacramento to Seattle in one breath, but then now you talk about you gonna get a flight, but you only staying for one day. It's only gonna take you a little bit of time. Then he said that he just want to sightsee and see the cold weather and dress appropriately. To me, it just sounds like a whole bunch of drunken wolf tickets that he throwing out there. Good morning, VA Sagittarius. Seemed like some drunken wolf tickets. It seemed like he realized that that show was about to go on without him, and he just want to feel included some way, somehow. He want to be picked, so he will be a pick me. But I just can't imagine him getting out there, especially based on everything that we done heard about him thus far, and due to them camera slips. Because I mean, what he gonna do? Go back out there with the same gold grill that he had in Vegas? Is he gonna wear the do rag 24/7? Is he gonna be up in Seattle for the damn Halloween season out there with sunglasses on, like what he did before? I mean, it's a lot of questions that I have about it. They already say that he be falling all over the place, and then now we know he blind in one eye and can't see. And I'm just like, really? Good morning, Scorpio ascending. Dreamy said it only took YouTube cameras 100 years to see how fake Lemon is towards her. You know something? I have always told YouTube cameras about him, but she got to learn for herself. Because this is my thing. And I hope that YouTube cameras does get a pretty decent lesson from all of this. This is the reason why I be telling her about calling these grown men these nicknames. Because when you call them those nicknames, these like babyish names, they'll try you. Talk to them like the motherfucking grown men that they is. Because she called him Lemmy all them times, Lemmy will try the hell out of your ass. And that's what happened last night. And YouTube cameras had to get them right on together. So I peeked in and I saw YouTube cameras going off on them. She was having sound issues initially, but then she was, you know, stating how she felt about the situation and giving out her grievance. She had to cuss Lemmy the fuck out. What's good, Miss Douglas? She had to finally cuss Lemmy the fuck out. And so then Lemmy, I guess he was over there having him a panel. But the one thing that I found very, very interesting. Now, when YouTube cameras was over there cussing, of course, I'm going trying to figure out what happened. So I went over there to Lemons, and of course, you can't red ball it. So I couldn't get to see what happened until this morning. But then I saw Ness and Pizarro was on the panel over there at Ness's. So I clicked in over there at Ness's. And Pizarro was talking about YouTube cameras cussing out Lemon. And Pizarro was kind of saying what happened, kind of ran it down. Y'all, when I tell you, Ness couldn't wait to end her live so that she could go over there to Lemons and dogpile YouTube cameras. This is how I know that girl got some streak of jealousy or something. Like, girl, you had your own show going on, but you could not wait. You couldn't wait to end your show, kick Pizarro on up off of the link and all this, so that you could go to Lemons to dogpile. And that's why I just be like, girl, why do you need a whole group of people to talk about one person? If you think that you that bitch where you always defeating people with your mouth and you doing all of this, then you don't need to end your shit to go and jump on the panel so that you could be amongst 8 other people trying to drag one person. Honestly, I don't believe that Ness believe that Lemon going to the thing, the vacation. I don't believe that she take him seriously about him saying that he want to go. Y'all, I could just only imagine him trying to go somewhere like this on short notice, especially now that we know that he live with his mama. All of this, I feel like he probably gonna be over there begging more than he begged up in Vegas. Again, I talked about it many times. That's why I don't like to travel with no broke people. Seem like everybody over there is struggling and broke. I done found out they trying to do a fundraiser for this damn trip this weekend, a whole fundraiser, a whole benefit concert, a benefit. I'm like, y'all broke asses, but y'all always got something to say about somebody else. What's good, Hershey? Good morning. Planning trips and stuff like that, trying to do shit that you can't afford. And this how I be looking at, and I be like, these people be trying to keep up with the Joneses, but on social media. How you hell bent on keeping up with the Joneses on damn YouTube? You want to do what everybody else doing, knowing damn well you can't afford it, and you about to try to do a benefit concert. All of this. But then they'll swear up and down that they making $70 an hour and all types of crazy shit. Yes, a fundraiser. It's a benefit concert. But then we see benefit concerts and stuff like that happening when it came time for the Vegas vacation last year. I'm just like, if you can't afford to do it, just don't go. Don't go. But yeah, but this week was a pretty productive week for me, y'all. I cannot complain. This week, it entailed so many different good news. And then last week was a week of some good news. And just been having a reason to sit back and just watch the foolishness. Now I can say another reason why I wasn't coming to do the morning show. Yeah, I needed to separate myself because I noticed that all of the commentary was, well, a good majority of the commentary was about these people that was lost. I don't know how much I could just get on here and talk about dead people as my commentary, y'all. So that's another reason I was like, let me just go ahead and move around. I said my part. I sat back in the cut waiting to see if anybody was going to actually interview the husband. It was just a lot of unsavory stuff. Pizarro said, and I think too, people don't even realize the power of the words and the power of the tongue. Because Pizarro, I caught Pizarro sometime this week, and she was saying how she had done told Brianna if something happened to her, that I guess her husband gonna tell Brianna, and for Brianna to come tell YouTube. But Brianna said she not gonna tell YouTube, but she'll tell Lady Nika. And I'm just thinking to myself, Pizarro, why would you even speak anything like that into the universe? People don't realize the power that they have within the tongue when you say something, even if you just saying it just because. It's one supporter here that I'm very fond of, and she always says words are spells. She said most people don't understand it, but words are truly spells where even if you think something or speak it, you are essentially putting a spell out there in the atmosphere and in the universe. So when I saw Pizarro keep talking about this thing, like what Brianna can come and tell people, I'm just thinking, girl, stop saying that before you talk that into your reality. That's another reason why I kind of had to back off, because I'm like, I ain't got time to even have this type of mess up in my thought or talking like that. Yeah, I ain't even have time for it. But yeah, it just seemed like Lemon falling out with everybody. Now, I still haven't seen Lemon drag Lady Nika, like that initial one, whatever they was talking about. I done heard people doing commentary saying that he was even trying to wish illness and wish, you know, what do I want to call it? Wishing the unaliving of her or whatever. And I'm just thinking, when did it come to this part? And that's why I'm just like, oh, these people fake as hell. Fake. I'm happy that YouTube cameras done came to her senses, but I'm also happy that Lady Nika done came to hers. I think Lady Nika genuinely did just want to go over there and support him. But the man don't respect most of the people over there, and I doubt that he was respecting her. And he ended up showing it. But it's just like to see one person fall out with so many different people who done been supporting them regularly. It's wild. Good morning, DC moderator. Miss Douglas said, "Oh yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Oh, wholeheartedly. Yeah, I was like, but yeah, it seemed that YouTube cameras and him clashing, all because of who YouTube cameras hang out with on her panel and stuff. But I knew at some particular point all of that mess was gonna get old. Where people drag him on her panel, but on his panel, people be dragging everybody over there too. So it's like, how you gonna be mad at her for running her panel the way she running hers, but you run yours any type of way? You actually brag about the amount of chaos and dysfunction that happened on your damn panel, and how the people just get up there. You talk about it's a boring show if people ain't woo banging or what. You think that any show that don't have all this drama and confusion is boring, which lets me know that you one of them people that gotta derive. Like you thrive on dysfunction. Good morning, pretty chocolate girl. You thrive on dysfunction because I love whenever I have peace. I like peace of mind. I like peace and quiet. I love it. Oh, also what I found out too, y'all. So Larry Nelson, I scrolled through and I saw Jay Wilson yesterday talking about, ooh, what done happened to Larry? And I saw Jay Wilson had posted this picture of Larry Nelson had got beat up. And he put the picture on his community wall and then he hurried up and deleted it. So if y'all go see it, I mean, Jay Wilson barely let the picture be up for maybe 30 seconds and then he deleted it. But I did do my due diligence because I'm like, let me do some investigating on this. Good morning, Ken. I said, let me do some investigating on this because I need to get to the bottom of what happened to Larry. First off, why in the hell is Jay Wilson the first person to know about it? You know, it was a lot of questions because I'm like, damn, Jay Wilson, Larry Nelson ain't even really been out here bothering nobody. Why in the hell you worried about this man if he got beat up? Now the picture did look rough. He had a black eye. You could see blood dripping down from like his eye. His face was swollen. He looked bad. But with me doing my research, y'all, I was able to go and find the post. So Jay Wilson must have got this post. He said somebody sent it to him. Well, after me doing my research, I found the post on Facebook. Larry posted the picture himself of this beat up picture. So once I saw Larry posted it, I actually took the time to read the comments underneath the picture. What Larry said happened was that he was at Terrence Crawford Gym in, I want to say, Omaha, Nebraska. I think it's Omaha, Nebraska. He went to the Terrence Crawford Gym and there was a fight. I guess you had the option to engage in a fight that's where you could win $4,000 in this fight. And you had to fight this 4-foot Mexican who weighed 140 pounds. Now again, I read this off the post. The 4-foot Mexican, y'all, that weighed 140 pounds. And I guess Larry Nelson was thinking that he can beat up a 4-foot Mexican. He said that he failed to realize that just because the person was 4 foot, if they had been training at that gym, then they probably could beat his ass. And so that's what ended up happening. I'm serious. I'm serious, Ray Triggs. Let me see if I could go find the post, y'all. Hold on. I ain't lying to y'all. Let me see if I could go find it because I found it last night. I was like, what? Because I'm thinking to myself, anybody that you meet at a boxing gym, why in the hell is you trying to fight somebody that actually go there and train and probably been training there for quite some time? And you think that just because you showed up and you trying to win some money, that you going to fight them, and you thought that that was going to end well, only for you to end up beat up. I'm trying to get it now, y'all. Let's see if I could get this. Here we go. I'm finding it now. Y'all know because I got to find it here on Facebook, I got to be careful how I even show y'all anything up on here. Because I ain't got time to dox a damn soul. I ain't trying to dox nobody, not even myself. Okay, y'all, I found it. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Because, y'all, I had to get to the bottom of it. Because Jay Wilson to put 20 on 10. I'm like, I know Jay Wilson ain't over here lying on this man. But look, y'all. But look. I'm waiting on the screen to show on my side. Cause it looked like I'm sharing it, but I think it done lagged a little bit. So hold on, y'all. What's good, Diva? So y'all, this is Larry Nelson post over there up on Facebook. This is the one that Jay Wilson had posted. Look at Larry Nelson, y'all. Look, look at him. Can y'all believe it? And if I go in the comments here, which I don't want to dox none of these people, so let me stop sharing. Let me stop sharing, because people on Facebook be using a real name, and so I don't want to dox none of Larry's friends that commented on this post, but essentially in these comment section, the friends was asking him what happened, and this is how I found out about the 4-foot Mexican. I'm trying to see if I can find that comment about the 4-foot Mexican so I can show it to y'all. Let's see. But Jay Wilson was trying to make it like somebody had just ran out here and uppercut Larry, or like, like maybe a woman had got a hold of him and beat him up. But that ain't what he said happened. That ain't what he said happened. He said, this is what happens. He said, this is what happens when you go in the ring with street fighting skills against guys who've been boxing with Terrence Crawford as his sparring partners. But Larry Nelson did say that he held his own. Y'all, let me see. Where is that one? Where he commented about the 4-foot Mexican. Oh, here we go. Right here. So hopefully I should be able to show this and it's not really doxing somebody. Okay, so now let me share with y'all one more time. I'm showing y'all the details. I'm giving y'all the details that Jay Wilson ain't give y'all. He just was over there trying to clown the man, but I went and investigated, and this is what Larry Nelson said over here. He said, I am in Omaha, Nebraska. I was at Terrence Crawford's gym, and they had a $4,000 challenge to fight this 4-foot Mexican who weighed 140 pounds. It looked too easy, so I accepted with the money in my hand. I got the money and hung with him for 35 seconds. Then the Mexican beat me back into slavery days. I didn't know he was a pro. Ain't that sad, y'all? Larry Nelson. Larry Nelson. But yeah, so that's what happened. So Ray Triggs, you asked me, am I serious? Yes, I'm serious, Ray Triggs. He said it right here up in this comment, right here. So that's what happened to Larry Nelson. That was Jay Wilson commentary, but hopefully he don't come and lie to y'all about what happened, because I already just showed y'all the receipts about what Larry said happened. He over there trying to fight for $4,000. Hershey said 4,000, screw that, and that's not enough. And Hershey said, and they do have on social media the boxing match. Well, Larry Nelson thought that he could take a jab at it. And I'm thinking to myself, just the injuries to his face alone, that looked like $4,000 worth of medical bills, don't it? How the hell you throw yourself up in the ring to try to have a fight like this to win some money and then get fucked up and end up coming out of pocket for some medical bills? But I guess that's a sign of the times that we living in. Well, people willing to do anything for a little coin and put themselves in harm's way. People willing to do anything for a coin, even to the point to where Lemon trying to go over there to the next cation. And I mean, look at Larry Nelson's face. Lemon. That happened to Larry Nelson trying to fight a 4-foot Mexican. But Lemon think he gonna go to the vacation to fight a 4-foot A 4 foot dirty ninja from Detroit. That 4 foot dirty ninja from Detroit might do you just like that 4 foot Mexican did Larry Nelson. You better take heed and stay your ass at home, Lemon. All you gotta do is fall, and then you gonna be done for. Oh, I'm happy Diva up in here, y'all. So Diva was up to her Diva waves. Lori was up on her hit list for a couple of days, and it seemed like Lori was on the hit list because of Lemon. Lemon had, I guess, gave a veil threat and told Diva that if she doxed or bothered Lori, it was gonna be consequences for Diva. So Diva wanted the consequences. So Diva started putting information for Lori out and about. Diva put the information, was waiting on her consequence, but no consequence ever came. Then Diva said, well, just go ahead and give me an apology and I'll stop. And I guess he refused to apologize. So now he done put Lori in harm's way. I don't even know why Lemon trying to do all that, especially with the first coming up. He know damn well Lori be having a hard time trying to make her rent as it is. So why in the hell put Lori up in the harm's way? But at the same time, I have to blame Lori. Good morning, Help Not a Touch. I blame Lori because I've been telling Lori about Lemon too. Because Lori blindly follow him. I feel like Lori would follow that man off a cliff. And she'll just act like she didn't even know she was following him blindly. She'll act like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, J.Dunn. I don't know. He's my friend. Lemon's my friend, J.Dunn. That's my friend. He's my friend. He's not like that. He's my friend. I can't stand when Laura just be sitting up there talk about who is her friend. Wow. She be out here getting fucked up behind that friend. With friends like that, who need a damn enemy? Dreamy said fighting with one eye is crazy. Oh, Hypnotic is wishing everybody a beautiful day. Miss Douglas said, hey, stop talking about short people. I belong to that community. My bad, Miss Douglas. Well, I'll tell you, I ain't the tallest person. I'm like 5'5", maybe 5'6", depending on the day. So I ain't that tall myself. But I'm just telling you, the 4 foot Mexican will fuck you up. So don't let his height fool you. He fucked Larry Nelson up over there. Oh no. C-Max said, follow him off a cliff, then holler. C-Max said, follow him off a cliff, then holler. Why, Lemon? Why? Why, Lemon? Why? Diva said, I'm sure gonna get it now. Diva, girl, not he. And this my thing. The fact that he deflected not to trying to go to the vacation in Seattle to deflect off this bullshit that he got started over here with Diva. Now he just gonna change the subject. Now he going. I'm thinking to myself, is this a ploy just for you to take the talking off of what's happening with Diva or what? Thank you, Dr. Nikki. Happy Friday. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's get these goals. Thank you, Dr. Nikki. Let me put it up here. What's the likelihood your ass ain't been expressing no interest in going to no damn vacation or none of that? But now this other bullshit happening with Diva and Laurie, and then now you talk about you gonna go. Then I'm just like, hey, Pizarro, good morning. Then I'm just like, you just trying to pull anything about the crack of your ass. Oh, Pizarro, I talked about YouTube cameras getting into it with Lemon. What you think about that? To me, I think it's about damn time. I think it's about damn time. One thing that I was getting tired of at YouTube cameras is that Lemon to be up all damn night for about 11 hours on his own live. And then some nights when he was really on one of them drinking binges, then he'll wake up that morning, come to YouTube cameras already drunk from the night before, and then take over her show. And I couldn't stand when he would do that. A lot of times we could have a pretty peaceful conversation over there, YouTube cameras, in the morning with people who are actually drinking coffee and done had some sleep. And he'll come over there with his sleep deprived, drunk, sissy ass and start causing trouble and stirring the pot. And because YouTube cameras like them, YouTube cameras will just let him be up there. And I'd be thinking to myself, don't nobody that just slept wanna wake up and argue with a drunk person that's sleep deprived. Because I always said, I'm glad she cussed him out. They finally see what we see. Right. That's true. Yeah, she finally got up in his ass. It seemed like he just wanna, I don't know. Sometimes, and that's another reason why I had to take a step back, because I was wondering, do y'all think that this is like misdirected anger and grief and all this? I never, for me to be well aware that these people done lost people that they consider quote unquote friends on this space. I don't know how much engaging I want to do with them while they going through their grief process. I mean, Lim and them was all behind the Discord and stuff like that with Sharika, and it seemed like many of the people that's on here that have whatever issue going on, they don't know how to handle grief. So they'll rather get on here and then cause fights with everybody else. And bitch, I ain't about to be the one. I will not be your damn punching bag. I ain't about to do it. Good morning, LaDon. I ain't about to let you get up on here and punch up on me because you ain't got no damn insurance for you to take your ass to the grief counselor and lay up on the couch behind your friend from the internet that you lost, that you used to watch movies with in the Discord. The fact that you trying to use people up on here as your damn punching bag, trying to be angry with everybody else because you took the girl for granted and had her on here doing mess and arguing and yelling and fussing and cussing about damn stupid ass Discord in her final days. Imagine spending your final days in the motherfucking Discord. The fuck? Arguing with Lemon and all these ragged ass people. The hell? What's good today? Good morning. I couldn't imagine. Bitch, no. But then that's why I had to really take a step back. I said, but if we're going to be honest, it's a lot of people spending their last days doing some shit that just shouldn't be done. It made me go back to Lady P. Y'all remember Lady P has spent her last days over here arguing with motherfuckers on here. Okay, LaDon. Lady P spent her last days arguing with people on here, and I'm just thinking history is truly repeating itself. I'm like, oh my God. It give you a different perspective to make you take a step back and reevaluate. And that's why yesterday I decided to kick my feet up with a pickle margarita. And it was good. Because YouTube cameras had to go live last night to drag Lemon, I wonder if she's going to do any more in the show. That was one of the reasons, too, why I was like, well, dang. I said, is YouTube cameras going to do anything this morning? Or is she going to let what she had to do last night serve as her show? Because she sure did have to come and like get into people's ass. And it's so sad when you have to do that. But yeah, it just seemed like Lemon just fighting at anybody. And it's crazy because he was just had an issue with Ness and the folks going to the vacation. But now he ready to put everything aside just so he could go. And my thought is, why? Has it been a while since you had a free hamburger? What's good, the remix? Hey, Robin Love. I don't know what's wrong with him, Robin Love. But it make me wonder if he just want to go for the free food. Like what? Y'all remember they said that he went to the Vegas for the free food. I'm like, well, what, you think that you gonna get some free food and stuff? You want to make sure that you can get you a free burger? He talk about he don't want to go to the haunted house or nothing. I'm thinking to myself, well, then what in the hell are you going for? Just so that you could look around? But I honestly think he said that he trying to go to prove a point. The fact that he'll go, and I'm like, what point are you proving by showing up looking a hot ass mess after everybody done seen you with your camera slip and stuff? And as a matter of fact, when you go, is your eye gonna be leaking? I'm saying I'm getting him in that leaky eye. Is your eye gonna be leaking? I told Lady Nika that it's good that she had done fell out with him. I said, girl, I said, if you had ever tried to meet that man in real life, I said, it looked like his eye could just spit on you. Cause it's like that eye just be, y'all know them people that just be slobbing for no reason. That's what his eye be doing. I'm like, Mm-mm-mm. Shoot. Let me see. Dreamy said free burgers and cigarettes. Yeah, you know he was getting the free cigarettes from Laurie, but Laurie ain't going. Then I heard them over there was trying to get Tracy to go. Tracy said, no, babes. Tracy said, babes, I already took a week off, babes. My baby's coming tomorrow. No, not my baby's coming tomorrow. My baby's coming next week, babes. Babes, I already took a week off. I can't go, babes. Tracy said, I don't like the cold, babes. And I just think the fact that they was even trying to talk Tracy into going over there. Hey, Sal. They trying to talk Tracy into going over there when we know damn well Tracy will fight a bitch. They trying to set Tracy up for the okie doke to make her go over there with these people that know damn well they don't like Tracy. But it just let me know the epitome of being fake. Where you fake a whole friendship with people just so that you could feel included and have something to do for Halloween. Like, bitch, y'all don't have no haunted houses where y'all be. Atlanta have tons of them. When I first moved here, I looked into actually working at some of these places. When I first got here and I was in my freelance mode, you could work these damn things. Especially if you have a background in any type of graphics or specifically makeup and gore, you could work at these things. You could help pick out the costumes, all this weird ass shit for these types of attractions. So they got them everywhere. So I'm finding it funny that people think that they got to go to Seattle just to go to one. I heard Honest Rose saying that he's so excited he can't wait to go to one. And I'm thinking, Honest Rose, they got that up in Virginia. You ain't gotta go all the way out of your state to go to something like this. You can I know that you can go to one and I know in the DMV they got them. In Virginia they got them. Hell, just the fact that y'all invited Lemon, if Lemon is now invited, then why even spend the money on the haunted house? Just look at Lemon. six, 6'4", 280 pounds, missing teeth and a leaky eyeball, running up on you with a lip wrist, looking like a something out of a damn horror movie, a page out of a horror story, about to fall on you because he can't see and tripping over his own feet. That's scary enough. Y'all don't even need the haunted house at that particular point. The haunted house for what? Y'all got the main attraction. All y'all got to do is put him up in the room and turn the lights off. That's all you got to do. He do walking like a damn zombie. A zombie that's hunched over, twisting. That's the American horror story in itself. He told Tracy that on this trip that he actually gonna take his do rag off, and I was like, oh my god, y'all! If he take the do rag off for this trip, oh, that's even more frightening. Even more frightening, right? Robin Love, big and clumsy. Hershey said, You can tell some people have never been anywhere the way they act. Mm-mm. Yeah, that's one thing that I did see YouTube cameras type up in Lemon's chat, where she was saying that what she say? Oh, I guess they was dragging her about I guess where she done been or something. And I just know that she had typed up in the chat and she said that she done been more places than all of them combined. And she was talking about Tulsa, Lemon, and Tracy. YouTube cameras was talking about she got her passport and she have her passport stamped of all the places that she done been. She basically was saying that she travel a lot and she ain't got a beg. And then because she said that, then Tulsa was like, oh, so you think you better than people? And I'm thinking to myself, no, she just telling y'all she done been more places than y'all. The fuck? Tulsa is one of them tricky ones. Tulsa is one of them ones that I handle her with a long handle spoon because I couldn't even understand how Tulsa engaged in all that on Lemon's panel last night when it just was last week, if I'm not mistaken, where she was up there begging YouTube cameras for a redirect. YouTube cameras did a whole lingerie show or something like that with Tulsa over there. A lingerie fashion show, all this type of stuff. YouTube cameras been over there trying to collaborate with Tulsa over there up on Twitch. You know, YouTube cameras have been trying to do a lot of interesting collabs with her, only for her to be over there with Lemon trying to be messy. Trying to be messy. That's why it's like with some people, with people like Tulsa, you can't even be nice to. They'll turn on you in a minute. And again, it's like, what, you just turning on this girl to try to fit in with Lemon now? Because it's the cool thing to do. When the girl actually is one of the few people that collab with you and try to do business with you on YouTube. Divas, Diva said, Hershey, you see sassy cigarette lips. Room Shaker said, Diva, you still calling his sister today? Oh, yeah, I saw that Diva had put about calling Lemon's sister. Diva, if you do call the sister, don't forget to tell her that he doxed the little girl on his phone. Remember when we saw the Grindr app on his phone? He had the little girl picture. Let her know that if you end up talking to her, because I think she needs to know that he put her daughter on here. Pizarro can attest to that because Pizarro was up on that panel when it happened. When he took out that phone trying to show some stuff and everybody ended up seeing that Grindr app, he had the picture of his niece up on there. And I'm thinking to myself, how you gonna put that woman child up on here? And do she know that you did it with your drunk ass? So she probably need to know about that too, Diva. Don't forget to tell her. Laurie done kind of been MIA. I'm like, well, Laurie must be missing in action because now that Diva is talking about calling Lemon's sister, I think Laurie trying to get the hell out of Dodge. But Laurie don't need no unsavory friends like Lemon, no way. It serves her no good. She don't get too much benefit out of it except to say that she sleep deprived being on his panel. The only thing that she get out of it is for her to say that she up in the Discord. But outside of those few things, what really does Laurie gain by being over there with him all the time? But over the course of years, y'all, Laurie always end up finding herself in a world of foolishness with other people. Laurie just one of them types where she allow people to just walk her into some shit. And then she'll act so clueless, like, oh my goodness, I didn't know what happened. I didn't know this was gonna happen. I didn't know. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, what you thought was gonna happen? First off, if I was Laurie, I'd be like, bitch, don't sacrifice me because you got some shit going on. Because this whole thing, Lemon should have just played that video. If the resolution to all of this fuckery was to just let the girl play the video about ghetto, then none of this would have happened. And now he dealing with all of this bullshit, and Ghetto still done ran away because he brought the new girlfriend on here. I don't know why Ghetto brought that new girlfriend. I think that's what I heard people speculating about. I done got into it with Ghetto because of the new girlfriend. No, me and Ghetto ain't got into it. And I don't get into the girlfriend either, Dimples, with your lying ass. Dimples is another one that just be lying like, bitch, if you don't know the details about it, then just don't say it. Bitch, I ain't been on no panel with Ghetto to get into it with his girlfriend. So, bitch, what you talking about? Ghetto bought the girlfriend up on lemons and put that girlfriend on camera. All I did was screenshot the picture, put it on my community wall, and said they replaced Sharika already. That's what I said. Because how in the world they had just found out about Sharika death the day before, and then the following day, Ghetto bringing his girlfriend on the camera, and it's like y'all was just crying about it earlier. Now y'all done forgot all about it because now you got a new girl up there. That's what I was talking about. I was making the statement that any of them can be replaced over there. Any Lemonette can be replaced. That was the statement I was making. But I wasn't getting into it with no damn Ghetto, and I damn sure wasn't getting into it with the girlfriend. I don't know him or his girlfriend to get into it with them. But I was showing that Lemon will replace your ass in a minute. Lemon will replace you roughly 8 hours after finding out you done died. Then he'll still turn around and have the show. The show gonna go on, and he gonna bring the next woman up there in your place. I don't think that Laurie gonna ever leave him alone. Robin Love. That's just Laurie. She think they friends. Diva said, I'm actually gonna tell her about what was said about his daughter. Okay. And Dreamy said, Lolo will never leave him. That's the most attention she's ever gotten by a young man. Even a gay one. Well, y'all know Laurie's son gay. Laurie's son gay. So that's why I'm like, Laurie, your son will be more loyal to you than Lennon. I wish she'd spend that time with her son the way she do with Lemon. And that ain't me dragging her. I'm not dragging her at all. That's a genuine thing. Because I don't know if y'all know, but that's the reason why ODS and Laurie have such a kinship with each other. ODS actually know Laurie's gay son. ODS and Laurie's, because you know, ODS up in the Virginia area too. So I guess back in the day, and then I guess like college, ODS knew of Laurie's son back in the day throughout the scene. And it just so happened years later, ODS ended up running into Laurie up in this space, only to realize that he knew her son and he was friends with the son, or acquaintances with the son. And so that's how I know that Laurie got a gay son, and ODS and the son had, like, you know, a rapport with each other. But I say all that to say that's why you see ODS and Laurie really having a YouTube ship on here, because they have her son in common. And you know, he have a fondness towards Laurie because, you know, he know her son in true life. Diva said, I felt so violated, but he continues to lie, saying this about something else. Diva said, be right back. I gotta go post Sassy's lips. How in the hell you found Sassy lips? Lord. Dreamy. No. ODS not okay with how Laura get treated on there. He done said his opinion about it, but you know Laura don't listen to nobody. It was about a month or so ago where ODS and Creole Butterfly, Dr. Creole, they was up there talking about Laura and how Laura was being spoken to and how she was treated over there and how she cried and all of this, and about how she support them over there, but then the people that treat Laurie like a human being and don't mistreat her, she don't have time to support them. Creole was upset a while back because Laurie be over there supporting the people that mistreat her, but then like Creole don't get as much support from Laurie. And then the other man, JB, don't get as much support from Laurie. I think D-Ham was also somebody who tried to who haven't really got that much support from Laurie. So Creole kind of had to distance herself because she was getting pissed off to see Laurie mistreated and see her crying up there and how she being spoken to. But she bend over backwards to try to support and be with these people that mistreat her. So that's what that was about. Robin Love said, "No, we all used to be at Sir King together. Lemon never acted like this, and Laurie always was sweet and took care of her mother. She got to realize Lemon is not the same." Well, but the difference is, Robin Love, back at during Sir King's, Lemon brother was still alive. That's the difference. In my opinion, the man got some untreated grief that he really need to go to a professional about. But instead of him going to a professional about it, he over there self-medicating. That's the reason why back then at Sir King's, Lemon didn't used to be like that. Because hell, I don't think he was this type of alcoholic back then. Oh yeah, get us more than 35 likes. Thank you, Dr. Nikki. Girl, I ain't even been paying attention. But Dr. Nikki, this is the reason why I don't be consistent. I put the little thing up there at the top. So that way I don't even have to say like the video. It's right there pinned at the top to remind you to like the video as you come in. If you decide not to like the video, then that's fine. But you can't expect people to be consistent to give y'all something to listen to if people gotta tell y'all to like the video. Like please. But thank you, Dr. Nikki. Thank you again for contributing to my goal. But yeah, get the likes up. Sorry, I had my hair up in a ponytail yesterday, and now I'm just not taking my ponytail out. So if y'all hear any commotion, that's what that is. Taking my locks out of the ponytail, trying to decide what I'm gonna do today. Robin said, I don't think so. Robin Love said, I don't think so, J.Dunn. Yeah, I think that's the biggest difference that I could tell with Lemon now. Is that back then with Sir King, yeah, he ain't have all this mess going on and the brother and all this, but now he do. That's the difference. But I honestly blame the people that allow him to talk to him like that. That's why, because y'all, probably about 2-3 weeks ago, Lemon was trying to invite me back on his channel, talking about he unblocked me. He was telling me that on YouTube cameras. I said, no, keep me blocked. Y'all, I must say, it's peaceful to be able to move about and not have to worry about blatantly being disrespected when you up there trying to support somebody else. Not only that, when I used to support Lemon, y'all, that interfered with me and my own sleeping. Because by the time he went live and I would go over there to be on his panel, bitch, it'll be late as hell for me. It'll be about 1 o'clock in the morning for me. About 1 o'clock in the morning for me. Meanwhile, it's only about 10 or 11 for him. And I'm just like, and then for me to sit there for an hour or two, then by that point, it's 3 o'clock in the morning before I finally went to bed. Who got time for that? That's one thing that people realize. They be thinking that they doing a disservice at you for banning me and shit like that. Well, that's fine. Keep me banned because now I sleep and I get up and do my own show. That was the thing too. Like over there, when they was talking about that rotating panel, when Pizarro and this was talking about it, y'all, let's be real. Doing the rotating panel, ain't no way, because when I be up this early in the morning, these motherfuckers don't wake up to catch my show. But you really want me to stay up past my bedtime to catch yours? Bitch, please. Bitch, please, and bitch, bye. No. Now Pizarro do wake up. She say good morning and she share my show, which is good. So I ain't talking to Pizarro. But yeah, I be like, people really got a lot of nerve, and I had to clock all of them because I'm like, so you actually want me to stay up to catch your show, to participate on your show, to be at your panel, but bitch, your lazy ass can't wake up to get up in my 6 o'clock show. Oh, fuck you then. That's how I feel about that. I need to check in though to see what's going on with the Ramika. I was following that pretty heavy last week. Me and Room Shaker was saying that we was gonna do like a part 2 show discussing it. But then Room Shaker started with her ICE detention center content. Um so that's where her mind been. But that's fine because this week was so busy for me. I didn't get to look into the Ramika Meek stuff. But maybe I'll be able to catch up on some of it this weekend. Oh, thank you, Dr. Nikki. Dr. Nikki said, bitch, please. Bitch, bye. Thank you, Dr. Nikki. Because the nerve of their asses. The nerve of them. But I'll be happy when Ray Trees get to go live, Dr. Nikki, because I have to be over there lurking up in his bushes so when you click the link, I can get up there and say hey to you. I can get up there and say, hey, Dr. Nikki, how in the hell are y'all? Have to be over there lurking to see what he doing. Which I think, I'm trying to think if y'all got anything new over there up in y'all sector. I don't know. Y'all, I know Umar Johnson still been in some bullshit. But I really haven't looked into it like I need to really know what's going on. But it seemed like he always in some bullshit. No, Dr. Nikki, I knew what you meant. Bitch, please. Bitch, bye. I know what you meant. And thank you again for donating to my goal. Look at Ray Triggs. Ray Triggs, that was one thing. Last Saturday now, you had me for a loop. Good morning, Just Lovely. You had me for a loop, Ray Triggs, because I thought you said that you was gonna be doing your space tournament this past Saturday. So Saturday morning, I was up trying to find me a partner, and I had went to YouTube cameras trying to find me a partner over there. And then you didn't end up doing the space game, which is fine. But if you do reschedule it, just let me know so I can try to find me a partner. Cause I waited to the last minute trying to get a partner my damn self. Cause I forgot that you had said something about one coming up, and I said I think he said it's something that's supposed to be coming up. I said let me go out here to try to find a partner. Robin Love, so Diva said that she about to post a picture of Sassy's lips. She she says she want to post Sassy's cigarette lips. Which I noticed that. Good morning, Dovey. I noticed too over there at Nest Live when Pizarro was over there with her. Nest was over there talking about oh, I see the lips. Oh my goodness. I noticed Ness was talking about Sassy over there on her live, and I'm like, damn, it seemed like Ness can't stand Sassy all of a sudden. I'm thinking to myself, now why you can't stand Sassy so much now? Is it because you about to meet her man for the second time? Y'all, sometimes it feel kind of forced to me. It's like now you met her man the first time and you kept it cordial with her, but now you about to meet him again because he coming to the bedcation, and now you want to be dragging Sassy, even though y'all, if people want to drag Sassy, they can. But I'm just like, that's kind of suspicious. Highly coincidental that now you want to have all these problems with Sassy and drag her to and fro, and you about to be with her man again next month. You about to be over there having her man. Well, I can't say her man because they ain't together. They ain't together. My bad, Talent. Because you ain't her man. They ain't together. But I'm just like, when you hanging out with her ex and now you want to talk crazy about her. But y'all, that's typical of her. Ray Trigg said, did you see the pic they posted of Sassy? Yeah, I just looked at my phone. You talk about what Diva just posted like 3 minutes ago? Yes, I saw. Which I just, y'all said ain't been bothering me, But I do see the picture that Diva posted. And if you want my first thought about this picture that Diva posted, this is all I got for you.
Bitch, you should have thought about that, bitch, before you violated me, you fucking hoe. Bitch, you should have thought about that, bitch, before you violated me, you fucking hoe. Bitch, you should have thought about that, bitch, before you violated me, you fucking hoe. Bitch.
That's what I thought about it. That's what I thought about it. Sassy said, bitch. And especially seeing these lips on Diva Wall. Bitch. Bitch. My thought though is where in the hell where in the hell is Diva getting all this stuff? Oh, she got it from over there at Nancy's. Oh my God. I didn't know Diva went and got this from Nance. But see, I was just saying, why in the world is Nance going so hard? Why is Nance going so hard at Sassy all of a sudden? And so if Diva went and found this over at Nance's, child, Lord, that's all I could say. Room Shaker said, I have not forgotten. Holly was arrested. Oh, she got arrested. See, that's what I got to catch up on, Room Shaker. The last couple of days, I've been pretty busy. I got to catch up on it, though, because I found out that it was like some new information that came. So, yeah, I try to look into that today. Try to see what all I missed and get caught up on everything. And then maybe Room Shaker, we could try to aim to do some type of discussion sometime this weekend. But I know that your content right now is at the detention center, so that's fine because this story is really unfolding. I honestly feel like this is a good thing because imagine if we'd have came out and tried to do our report on this about a week and a half ago when we first discussed it, only for the shit to change so much in the course of a week. Where they closed the case, then the case was reopened, then everybody was found innocent, but then no, now they got arrested again. People giving fake names and aliases and all of this stuff. It's like day by day, it's some new stuff coming out. So I typically, when I talk about real stuff like this, I like to be as accurate as possible. So maybe it's a good thing that we haven't really touched on it yet, because just imagine how much has changed since then. How much new information that came out since then. Ray Triggs, I said sassy, Lord. Ray Triggs, Room Shakers, asking about the show that y'all supposed to do when. Child, I say sassy because I was looking here at this damn pictures. At this damn pictures that damn Diva done put. Lord. Y'all, why is everybody jumping on her? Y'all, I see one post over there look like at Dimples, somebody say she look like Harriet Winslow. Not Harriet Winslow. They got a side-by-side of sassy picture of Harriet Winslow. Now, why y'all got to do Harriet Winslow like that? Harriet Winslow don't have shit to do with y'all in this motherfucking fuckery. Ray Triggs said, Room Shaker, whenever you want, ain't much happening, and I don't want to talk about lemon fruit cake. That's about the only thing that I've seen. But y'all, I kind of am just exhausted with just everything going on. But now that he is trying to go on this trip all of a sudden, I do find that interesting. And he really talking like he about to pull up on the people and everybody that done had something to say about his wide berth and hips, that he gonna do something to them over there at that damn trip. A whole shit show is what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. But yeah, y'all, I had to come here and at least give y'all something. Which I did come here on my Dun Daughter channel last earlier this past week, and I gave y'all an evening show. Just a real quick one and done, one and two. But then now I'm here giving y'all something for this morning. She looked like Harriet Winslow. As days go by, it's a feel love you never seen. Like days go by, it's a deeper love like family. Not Harry Winslow. Y'all gonna have to stop all this. It's not necessary. But yeah, y'all will. That's all I got for y'all. That's all I got. But I guess what I do is I saw it look like YouTube cameras. I guess she's still pissed. Hell, when I went to sleep, YouTube cameras was live cussing people out. And now I'm looking here and it look like she got a live schedule right now so she could go and cuss some people out again this morning. Just lovely. YouTube cameras and Lemon got into it last night, girl. And YouTube cameras had to go to her live and she clicked her live and went off on him and went off on Tosa. But essentially, they were talking shit about YouTube cameras, and I guess YouTube cameras clicked the link to defend herself, and Lemon left her back there. Lemon act like he didn't see her back there, and that pissed her the fuck off to where she was like, "Don't act like you don't see me back here. You see me back here." So then she left and went and did a live up on her channel to cuss them out. So now she over Lemon. Lemon done burnt the bridge with Lady Nika. She done burnt Lemon done burnt the bridge with Lady Nika, and now Lemon done burnt the bridge with YouTube cameras. Hold on, let me grab that link. It's a hot mess. Y'all, I'm putting the link for Room Shaker. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Good morning, Room Shaker.
Good morning, J.Dunn. No, I actually been multitasking. And I'm kind of jammed out on ice for a minute, so I kind of want to take a break. A break. But I've been keeping up with everything, and then I know I just asked Ray Triggs. He say nothing been going on, so I'm good on him. But yeah, basically people was giving aliases. Um, the man playing like he was so concerned. The police calls, because I was gonna ask you, do you know how to pull the police calls? Because the police calls are out, and it showed the calls that came in. Two different people. They was describing that the man was hitting Holly with the door, but they tried to paint Holly as the aggressor. But the witnesses and the people that was making the 911 calls basically shows everything. The family do got the video of the fight. It's supposed to be coming out, so when I get it, I'm gonna let you know. Yes, she was arrested. They trying to go for her Ford card and say that she won't be able to carry a gun. They did put restrictions on her to where while this case is continuing, because they never closed the case, they just didn't hold her. But you know, we got that purge law, so like I said, you could unalive somebody and you could be right back out on the street. But basically they didn't release too many details because the state wanted to see how they was gonna go about it, and they was gathering all the information. They was getting all the the videos that were surfacing and all this stuff sent to them. So they was trying to go ahead and go through it. She did have a restraining order, but the restraining order was disposed of or dismissed. The one she had against her baby daddy, but her baby daddy go to court in October for
Mhm.
charges he had on her.
Mhm.
The girl, Holly ended up becoming jealous of Romika because the baby daddy wouldn't stop messing with him. Romika, he was popping up at her house. He was going to her job. She started exposing. That's why her family been exposing the text messages that he was in contact. He got mad because she kept saying she was done, and that's where the statement came that she no longer living in fear. And then she started to fight back, so her anger and temperament kicked in. So now they trying to paint it like that. And then even Holly friends was reaching out to Romika and telling Romika that how the girl is and be careful of the girl and that she sleep around and she real territorial and jealous hearted. And then when Romika, one of the videos that came out was Romika talking to the baby daddy, cussing him out. Was like her friend called me and told me to record it and let y'all know she told me, and she played it during that video that surfaced. So it's a lot of details to this. I don't know about they supposed to be rich and them what some of these other bloggers been saying because
Yeah,
they said
I
that that's
heard that
go
Holly's
ahead.
family. Yeah, I heard that Holly's family was pretty well off and that I guess connected with law enforcement or like the officials within that area. And that's another reason why they was releasing her at that time. Because almost like if your daddy know this one or that when your daddy could pick up the phone and make a call to help you get off of it.
Well, not really, cause you like I say, you being a civilian, J.Dunn, if you was up here and you was a citizen up here, and you decide to go on lie to police or anybody or a child, you'll get out the same day. Cause I told you we got that purge law going, no cash bonds, so they let
Uh-huh.
anybody out. Ain't nobody getting held
Right. Okay.
unless you being held from another state. And as you can see, the statements that our mayor been making is that he's trying to counsel police out all together because the only thing they have to offer black people is jail and prison. So he
Mhm.
trying to make it, and that's what got him in an uproar, and him and the police are at odds because they said this is not good enough and they ain't tolerating this. Why are people sitting here trying to say they ain't good enough to hold their positions and get paid and honored? But then he want them to give him safe details and make sure he's straight. And they be like, this is weird because you saying you don't need us, then why you got all of us detailing you and your family? And that's why a lot of people got it because like you can't be on our side with what you saying because you went and got criminals from other countries and places and brought them here and released them on this land on the citizens. So we see that you don't have our best interests at hand.
Mhm. Hmm. Now, as far as and good morning to Rob and moderator and Miss Ray X. As far as what you were saying about the recordings, I have to see. I ain't never tried to get a police call, but that's not to say that it couldn't be easy. I feel like it's some type of form that you have to go through depending on the state. It's some like a federal form that you have to submit in order to get the recording. But I have to look, especially since it happened in Illinois. I actually need to do a little research to see what Illinois' rules are with releases.
Well, don't worry about because I'm gonna work on that too. Because I said because Book pull all over the world, so I said I'd go to Book and ask him to tell me how to go about pulling it, or I tell him to pull it himself.
Hmm. I think if you end up getting those types of calls and put that on your channel, show content, oh, that's gonna do well as also because I saw one of your lives already had like 20K views on it for this ICE detention stuff. I couldn't imagine if you got them calls about this Romika and was able to put it out here. Girl, you would get a lot of hits of people going over there to listen to it.
So are we doing it over here, or are we doing it over here? I mean over
No,
here because I
no.
thought we was gonna
We
do it on
gonna
your platform.
Yeah, we gonna talk about it over here, but I'm talking about the actual call footage.
Oh, okay. So
I
put the
was
call
thinking
over
if
there because I thought we was gonna want
right.
everything in the show. Okay, okay.
Yeah. No, I was just saying if you actually got the call, if Book was able to help you get that, then yeah, you could just put that call as just a standalone upload over there up on your channel. I think it'll be more effective going on your channel because everybody know you in Chicago.
Okay.
But we could run the whole entire discussion about our thoughts with this case, yeah, over here. over here.
Okay, I
I
just
was just
want you
thinking
to
about that.
know. I just want you to know. No, I've been keeping up with it because I done got to the point where I take three devices to the site, and when I get tired of looking at the protests, because I'm actually getting drawn on it. That's why I've been pushing my show reviews this morning. Because
Hmm.
I'm like I get tired of stuff, but the people excited about it. But yeah, it's draining me. So I said I might take y'all to the Riverwalk or Riverfront because that's where the ICE people are riding around on boats and stuff like that. Or we might try to get out in the streets of Chicago. And then somebody else, and Lady Nikolai said they want to contribute to me feeding the homeless or giving away care bags. So I was like, what all we're going there? Toothpaste. So I'm trying to wait to see what type of list they want or would they like them to have like nice home cooked meals
Hmm.
and stuff like that dropped off to them nice and warm and stuff. So that's what I'm trying to figure out what the hell these people want. But they said that they would contribute if I do that. But I ain't with what you call it, exploit the homeless.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
I don't like them channels. I don't watch them channels that tell these people they collect money for them and all that. I told them what I will be willing to do if they just want to donate to them. You can go. I don't know if I'm gonna give my Zelle. I'm gonna give it to. I probably get my Cash App, and I could
Hmm.
just go ahead and transfer from Cash App to my bank account, and then I could go get it right then and there. Or ask them to ride with me to the ATM and give them funds. But other than that, I don't know how they want to handle it. But I told them I'm not fun with exploiting people, kids, and them and they situations all over my channel. I'm not answering no personal questions because that ain't my business. But if you
Hmm.
want to help, you can help. And then I told them if they get to the point where they overwhelm me or get on my nerves, I'm going to shut it down.
Right. Yeah, I heard you over there, Lady Nika's talking about your the give back that you were saying that you was gonna do, and I think that's a pretty good idea. Almost like a Toys for Tots type virtual thing. That's a good
Right.
idea.
Because that's what I said. I said Hell Sector gonna get back, and then they talked around it. Somebody put in her chat. Well, no, we all donate if you give to the homeless. And then I was like, do a care bag for the homeless. And then I'm like, well, what all were going to the care bag? What would y'all want? Cause toothbrush, toothpaste, and all that. But then they will have to have some place they can use it in. So I was like, okay, we're gonna have to discuss this further.
Well, that's one thing. If you are interested in that type of thing, I can advise you with that because I actually did that. Oh, but it's been some years ago. Me and one of my exes, she was heavy with doing stuff like that. And we did care packages, and how we did it is we took it to halfway houses. Cause there are halfway houses, the people that's fresh out of jail that don't have shit. They don't have like, and we did women's baskets. I think we did maybe like 20 for the women and 20 for the men. And we found these like
But you said
homeless
a
or women's
halfway house
shelters.
don't normally places like that offer stuff like that. Or they let
Um
your family bring it.
Yeah, they do, but I don't think that they will turn down anything that's brand new that could potentially help the people that's trying to get back on their feet. Like for the women, we went to like the women's shelter, and gave like feminine products, things like that that they would need, shaving kits and stuff, and just a couple of baskets. And then for the men, we did the same thing. So I was just giving that as an example of where you might could drop off the baskets. I think what we had to do though, because my girlfriend at that time, she was in the field of social work. That's what she was getting her degree in. When we did all this. But she just called around locally. She was in Baton Rouge at that time, and she called around locally and asked what they were willing to accept for Christmas. And you sometimes you can find a place that will accept those types of things, especially for the people that's currently having to be with that type of assistance and programming at that time. And they might take it, but again, different states do different things. So that's why I would say you probably have to ask around if you wanted to do that. But that's not a bad idea because a lot of times people don't have anything. And then what about the people that don't even have family to give them something?
Right. Well, I don't know, because like I said, it was a subscriber that suggested it, and she said she wanted me to give it to the homeless and she'll donate to it. And then
Okay.
I told her how I feel about exploiting the homeless, but if she wanted me to do it, we would have to discuss it farther on my channel. She let me know. what all she want, because I'm not going to exploit them. I'm not putting their kids on my screen. I don't want to know their life story. I'm not to our tenants gonna have to be the people that be standing out here begging for change or something, or begging for food or stuff like that.
Right. Hmm. Yeah, it's so many different ways, and the good thing is that at least you giving it thought this early in September, so that at least then you can kind of finalize how you want to do whatever you're gonna do, because
Yeah,
you
then they
still
get
got a
to see
couple of
me take
months.
time out to make up the baskets and make sure it's presentable, because I'm not giving out no half-ass baskets. So it's probably gonna be like a Easter basket, but it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be eye appealing. But then I gotta think about it. If they homeless, they need to travel light. So like I could get some like gift bags and fill them up and stuff and put all they need to have in there. Because if you gonna brush your teeth, you gonna need the water to brush your teeth. But so we gonna need the toothpaste, the toothbrush, the covers, and then what type of toothpaste do everybody use? Do we get? Then we could probably get some traveling mouthwash and stuff like that. Some soap, some towels. Like it's gonna take a lot. Like I was
I'm
just thinking,
telling you,
what?
when we did that when we did, I'm telling you, I believe I'm trying to look through my Facebook, girl, because I know I got pictures somewhere up in here, and I could send it to you in Instagram.
Okay.
But what we did was we made the baskets ourselves, and we actually went to Dollar Tree. Girl, you would be amazed at how many things that you could get when it comes to the small toothpaste, toothbrush, the mouthwash, all that from the Dollar Tree. Now, of course, Dollar Tree is more expensive these days. It ain't a dollar like it used to be. But that's a great starting point to be able to get
You
the
said the
bare
homeless
things.
women always need tampons and pads. Okay, so with the tampons and pads, we could put a towel and a soap with a soap dish in there. But when they also need, would I have to invest? Well, I guess I would want to get them wipes or something, because
Mm-hmm.
without you being able to go to the bathroom like you need just to clean up, I think a woman should carry wipes.
Mm. Yeah, I just looked right here right now at the baskets that we did. Let me see.
Okay, you said I used to get two purses from the thrift store and fill it with feminine things. Okay, so so wait a minute. Let me ask y'all this: is y'all trying to just give to the women, or are we gonna make it fair and give to women and men?
Well, see, I think that might be something that you would probably want to ask your health sector people,
But I'm asking
especially if
your
they're going to
people
be.
because they come in the chat, so I'm asking them as well. That's why. That's the only reason I asked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know it just it just depends. But I'm getting these pictures right now. Let me
Okay,
see.
because what I have noticed with a lot of these systems is they do cater more to the women than they do to the men. So the men kind of be left and hanging in the balance, because they cater to the women going through domestic abuse. They cater to the women that's got kids. They cater to the women that's pregnant. So it's like the men barely get resources. So if we gonna do it, I feel like everybody, all homeless should be created equal. It shouldn't be a gender.
Mm-hmm. No, that's true. And I'm just going to grab these. So what I'm about to I send these to you. I'm gonna send these to you up on Instagram just so that you could get kind of like an idea of how we did it. But it's definitely doable. And I'll be able to try to give you advice along the way.
Okay, I appreciate that. Do you have anybody from the Dunn Daughters that got some kids? Because that's how it really started up. Because I said I'll pick a kid from each camp, and they say, "Why I got to be from a camp?" And I was like, well, it don't matter, but I'm only gonna pick one. And then I say I could probably put the pot for each kid at $100. Uh, so I was like, what do y'all want to do? What type of gifts are we keeping in the line of? Because I know sometimes I say when you give a child a gift, you supposed to at least want the parent approval. But then I
Hmm.
want the child to enjoy it, and I know a lot of people don't feel like giving out their addresses. So once I send it to the cash app, they can do whatever they want to do with it. I just got your message. Let me go look at it.
Okay. And I want to say good morning to Jessica's Town and Barry Addison.
Oh, that's cute, J.Dunn.
Uh-huh. And we got all of this stuff primarily the Dollar Tree, girl. The little
Let's
baskets,
go.
everything. And you see how we bought it in bulk, like several of each little thing, the deodorants, the toothpaste. the toothbrushes, pencils, notebooks, just everything. And then we just put one of each in the baskets. And
So okay, y'all gave out Dow soap. Okay. And then what kind of deodorant is this? 'Cause, girl, okay, the Q-tips I use. I just about to say, J.Dunn, what kind of deodorant is this? Because I use the Dove spray or
this
roll
looked like
on.
Speed Stick. I think it was Speed Stick and Lady Speed Stick. Again, whatever they had at the Dollar Tree, because we did this while we was in college. So we heavily used the Dollar Tree. So it was whatever they had available there. But if you zoom into the and like we got
Napkins,
mhm,
y'all got every goddamn thing. Y'all got the sewing kits. Now what is that? Pens, pimples, compositions, folders,
mhm,
bags to put it in. Um, okay, let me see what else is this. What is this stuff on the side of this? Oh, it's the razors.
mhm, yep, for them to
Okay,
be able
okay,
to
okay, okay.
shave.
What is that in the back? In the red, some candy canes.
Yeah, because this was for Christmas. Yep. So we put like candy cane, little box of the candy cane for the Christmas tree. Because remember, some of these was going to homeless women and children. So the
Right.
children would have loved to have like a candy cane or something just for Christmas. And
Okay.
yeah, and we got all of this. I have to look now because it's been so long since I done seen even what Dollar Tree have to offer, but all of this came from there. I think at best, Room Shaker, we might have spent about maybe $300, and we was able to make several of these baskets, which wasn't bad because again, this was just a little college endeavor for us to give back. Back then at that time, we didn't have that much just to to be going out on a spending spree. But this was one project that my ex-girlfriend was doing for her college because like I said, she was in college for social work at that time. And I can't remember if this was like an assignment or something that she had to do, but I helped her do it. And it turned out good. So at least you could use this as kind of like a blueprint of what you could potentially do if you do decide to go that route.
Okay. Hey, Chills. Hey, Jessica Town. I see you.
Hey,
Okay.
chill. Yeah. But yeah, I touch bases with you and see, and I definitely be going over there to your channel if you end up discussing it a little bit more. But I'm about to get off of here so I can start getting ready to get my day started. But I appreciate you pinpointing it. I definitely asked to see if anybody is in need over here. More than likely, though, Room Shaker, I throw it to my members to see if any of the members need any type of assistance before I just put it out here publicly.
With my
But
perks, I just randomly ask my members, like, do they want me to buy them lunch? Just drop their cash app and I buy them lunch. Then I also give back to them where they get give cash apps. They can use it to repay for their membership, or they can use it to do whatever they want to do with it. So my members got enough perk; they well taken care of. So that's why I say, okay, now it's time to go for the loyal subscribers because they support me. It ain't got to be a financial backing, but you still be there. You hit the like button, so I just want to make sure that I get back to everybody.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really the thought that count. Normally, I will do some type of giveaway for my members also, but normally I just send a cash out, depending on what I decide to do. It'll be like a cash out for Thanksgiving, a cash out for Christmas. I typically go that route. Um, but I will keep that in mind once I get on my Dundada channel. I throw that to them to see if anybody is interested. And also that could be a good way to promote for them to come over there and check out what you got going on, especially since you're gonna have these types of things coming up here this holiday season.
Okay, I got you. Thank you for
All right.
having me.
You're welcome, Room Shaker. And that we finishing up just in time because I'm throwing in this redirect for everybody to go over to YouTube cameras next. But thank you for coming up here. I appreciate it.
You welcome.
All right. Have a good one, Room Shaker. All right, y'all. So that's Room Shaker. I already set up the redirect for YouTube cameras. So we gonna head over there to see what she got going on this morning. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Please like the video if y'all haven't. And thank you, Dr. Nikki, for the contribution to my goals this morning. I really do appreciate you. Thank you to everybody, y'all. We made it to Friday. We made it to the end of the work week. Y'all have a fantastic Friday. Take care. Be blessed. Don't stress. And I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.